Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. A protector just entered the perimeter of your life, and their presence alone is already shifting who dares to come near you. I'm not talking about someone offering empty promises of safety. I'm not talking about performative loyalty. I'm talking about a force, a presence so solid, so unmovable, that people feel the weight of it before a single word is spoken. This person, um, they don't just stand beside you, they stand between you and anything that threatens your peace. And the world is taking notice. Before we dive into this, I need to ground you in this moment. You were meant to receive this message right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. The universe orchestrated this collision between your awareness and these words. Honor that. I'm honored to be the vessel. Steady yourself, because what I'm about to reveal will recalibrate how you understand protection, how you understand loyalty, how you understand what it means when someone decides that your well being is non negotiable in their world. There's a warrior moving toward you, not with weapons, with presence, with an energy that declares ownership over your safety without you even asking for it, with a frequency that broadcasts a very simple message to everyone around you. Touch them, and you deal with me. The cards are showing me something visceral, a figure standing at a gate, arms crossed, eyes sharp. They're not aggressive, they're not looking for conflict. But their stance makes it clear nothing hostile passes through, nothing harmful gets close. The gate is guarded now, and you're inside the walls, safe. Your body already knows this, doesn't it? Some part of you has felt the shift, like the air pressure changed, like something heavy that was circling finally backed off, like you can exhale in a way you couldn't before. That's not your imagination, that's confirmation. Let me reveal what's happening in the invisible architecture around you right now. This person who's coming to defend you, they see what others have been doing, the subtle attacks, the passive aggression, the way certain people have been testing your boundaries, picking at your peace, waiting for you to break so they can call you dramatic when you finally react. They've been watching, cataloging, waiting for the right moment to make their position known. And that moment just arrived. I'm receiving a vision of someone who's been gathering evidence, and not in a petty way, in a strategic way. They've been noting who disrespects you, who underestimates you, who thinks they can diminish you without consequence. And they're about to make it abundantly clear that those calculations were wrong. This defender, they operate from a specific code. Loyalty isn't a concept to them, it's law. Once they decide someone is theirs to protect, that protection becomes absolute. They don't negotiate it, they don't half commit to it, they don't withdraw it because it becomes inconvenient. When they choose you completely. Tell me in the comments if your chest just tightened reading that, because I'm feeling this wave of relief mixed with disbelief. Like you've been fighting alone for so long that you forgot what it feels like when someone capable steps into the arena with you. When someone says, "Not on my watch." Now let me reveal who this person actually is. For some of you, this is someone already in your orbit. You know them, you've interacted with them, but you didn't realize the depth of their loyalty until recently. You didn't understand that behind their calm exterior lives, a ferocity that only activates when people they care about are threatened. They've been observing how you're treated, and they didn't like what they saw. So they're stepping forward publicly, making it known that you're under their protection now, and their reputation, their presence, their refusal to tolerate disrespect. It's enough to make people reconsider how they approach you. For others of you, this is someone new, someone entering your life specifically because you need this kind of protection right now. The universe doesn't leave its warriors idle. When someone needs defending, a defender appears. This person has a history. They've been through battles. They've been underestimated and had to prove themselves in ways that forged them into steel. They don't flinch under pressure. They don't back down from confrontation. They don't crumble when people show their teeth. And they recognize something in you. Maybe they see themselves in your struggle. Maybe they see potential in you that others are trying to suppress. Maybe they simply believe that you deserve better than what you've been receiving. Whatever the reason you're theirs now, and they don't share something in your solar plexus just responded to that, didn't it? Let me go deeper into the mechanics of how this protection manifests. This person doesn't announce their loyalty with grand speeches, they demonstrate it through action, through positioning, through the way they respond when someone crosses you. The cards are revealing specific patterns. When someone speaks badly about you, this person shuts it down. Not aggressively necessarily, but definitively. They don't let rumors breathe. They don't allow narratives about you to be built unchallenged. They correct the record. They defend your character. They make it uncomfortable for people to trash your name in spaces where they have influence. When someone tries to manipulate you, this person intervenes. They see the games, they recognize the tactics, and they either pull you aside to warn you or they step directly into the situation and disrupt the manipulation before it takes root. When someone threatens you, whether that threat is physical, emotional, professional, or energetic, this person responds with a force that surprises everyone, including you, because they were so calm before, so measured, so reasonable. But the moment you were endangered, something shifted. Their eyes changed, their voice dropped, their entire presence became a wall that aggression couldn't penetrate. And whoever threatened you learned very quickly this person is not bluffing. This person is not performing. This person will actually follow through on every boundary they set to keep you safe. I'm receiving imagery of a wolf, not snarling, just standing, still, watchful. But every predator in the area suddenly remembers they have somewhere else to be. That's the energy this person carries. They don't need to be loud. Their seriousness speaks for itself. Now let me reveal what this is doing to the people who have been testing you. They're recalculating. Suddenly, the person they thought was isolated has a guardian. The person they thought was vulnerable has backup. The person they thought they could push around without consequence now has someone watching who won't tolerate that treatment. And it's changing the entire dynamic. Some of them are backing off completely, deciding that whatever satisfaction they got from needling you isn't worth the confrontation that will follow, deciding that their peace matters more than their pettiness. Others are testing the waters, seeing if this protection is real, seeing if this defender will actually act, or if they're all talk. These people are about to get their answer, and they're not going to like it. A few are escalating, getting more aggressive because they feel their control slipping, because they relied on you being defenseless, and now that's no longer true. These are the ones this protector is preparing for. They know escalation is coming, and they're ready. Drop a shield emoji in the comments if you've already felt this shift happening. Let me tell you what the cosmos wants you to understand about why this is happening now. You've been in a season of being tested. The universe has been watching how you handle adversity, how you maintain your integrity under pressure, how you protect your peace when people actively work to disturb it. And you passed. You didn't become what was done to you. You didn't retaliate in ways that compromised your character. You didn't shrink to make others comfortable. You held your ground even when holding your ground was exhausting. That matters. That gets noticed. Not just by people, but by the intelligence that orchestrates synchronicities. And when the universe sees someone worthy of protection, it sends protection. This person arriving in your life isn't random. It's reward, it's reinforcement. It's the cosmos saying, you've carried yourself well. You've earned allies. Here's someone who sees your worth and refuses to let others devalue it. Receive that. Don't diminish it. Don't question whether you deserve it. You do. Now let me address what this protection requires from you. This person defending you doesn't make you passive. It doesn't mean you stop advocating for yourself. It doesn't mean you hide behind them while they fight your battles. What it means is you're no longer alone in the fight. It means when you speak up, someone amplifies your voice. When you set a boundary, someone enforces it with you. When you're tired of defending yourself, someone steps in so you can rest. But you still have to be honest with them. You still have to tell them when something's wrong. You still have to let them in on what you're navigating so they can respond appropriately. This protector is powerful, but they're not psychic. They need your communication. They need your trust. They need you to believe that their loyalty is real and let yourself be protected. Can you do that? Can you let someone stand with you after standing alone for so long? Because I'm sensing resistance in some of you. Fear that if you depend on their protection, you'll be devastated if it's withdrawn. Fear that accepting help makes you weak. Fear that trusting someone to defend you will backfire like it has before. Those fears are valid. Those fears are protective. But those fears are also keeping you from receiving what's being offered. This person isn't everyone who disappointed you before. This person operates differently, and you honoring that difference is part of your evolution. Comment, I'm ready, if you're willing to let this protection in. Let me reveal what happens when you accept this alliance fully. When you let this defender do what they came to do, the entire ecosystem around you shifts. People who were comfortable disrespecting you suddenly find that comfort expensive. People who thought they could manipulate the narrative about you discover someone else is telling a different story, and people believe them. Your reputation stabilizes, your peace deepens, your energy stops leaking through the constant need to defend yourself, and you get to focus on building instead of constantly protecting what you've built. That's the gift. That's what this person is creating space for. Your ascension, your expansion, your ability to move forward without constantly looking over your shoulder. But there's a shadow side to this dynamic that the oracle wants me to address. Don't weaponize this person. Don't use their loyalty as a tool to settle petty scores. Don't provoke people knowing someone else will handle the fallout. Don't become entitled to protection in a way that makes you reckless with other people's boundaries. This protector's loyalty is sacred. treat it that way. Honor it by not abusing it. Honor it by being someone worthy of that level of devotion. If you misuse their protection, you'll lose it. Not because they'll abandon you, but because the universe will recalibrate the dynamic to reflect the energy you're putting out. Integrity matters, even when you're protected. So, as we close this transmission, here's what the cards want you to walk away knowing. Someone is coming to defend you, someone powerful, someone whose presence alone makes people reconsider how they treat you. Someone who has decided that your safety, your peace, your dignity, these are things they will actively protect. This isn't charity. This is alignment. You've earned this through how you've carried yourself, through your refusal to compromise your character for comfort, through your willingness to stand alone when standing alone was the only option. Now you don't have to stand alone anymore. Someone sees you, someone values you, someone has decided that you matter enough to guard. Let them, trust them, work with them, and watch how quickly the landscape around you transforms when people realize you're no longer an easy target. No one wants to cross this person. And since you're under their protection now, no one will want to cross you either. Your nervous system just exhaled, didn't it? Comment what you felt reading that. You were called to this message because you needed to hear it, because you needed confirmation that help is here, because you needed to know that you're not imagining the shift in energy.